Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Last Spectre, aka the Spectre's Call. So let's go to London, shall we?
Welcome to Crescent Hill University. Watch out for cyclists. Let's run over the cyclists!
Hold on! That was close. Too close.
People hate
my boy.
cyclists.
You couldn't have come at a better time.
Can I help you with something, Dean Dormona?
That you can. You see, I've been asked to redecorate my darling granddaughter's bedroom.
No, too bad.
But as you may suppose,
Oh, yes,
I have no idea how to go about it.
You're getting...
Ah, I see. Well, don't worry. I'd be happy to help you with the redecoration.
You see, the true gentleman never refuses a friend in need.
Exactly. Otherwise,
what if-
it's lit.
But what if that true gentleman has a bad back?
Well,
well,
then, Professor, allow me to introduce the true gentleman to Franziska von Karma and her whip.
I'm not quite sure a whip would help me with a bad back. A young girl is asked to have her window decorated with shiny red apples.
I'm pretty sure she can hit that hard.
Work out how to decorate the window with these transparent apple stickers, making sure that every part of the window is covered. The apple
It's funny you
stickers may be
mention that,
altered in
Joy. I
any
think
decoration.
there's,
Shut up! And can even be flipped, but you must make sure that every frame is one apple and no stickers extend past the edges of the window.
It's funny you mentioned that, Joy. I think there's actually a funny gag in one of the Ace Attorney games where Franziska's whip actually is able to help someone with a bad back.
Is it the judge, maybe? He's the oldest.
Wouldn't that be kind of her?
there we go.
There
She's
you
kind in her own twisted way.
Basically, I had to cover the entire place with apples.
go. Apples to the core.
Yes.
And there we go.
Okay.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Shirai gets it, I see.
Mm-hmm.
No puzzle is without an answer.
I love that song.
Yes.
How Rosie? She's sure to be very pleased with this colourful design.
Rosie, where's the pun there?
Somebody created a drinking game, like every time a pony says apples, take a shot.
I'm glad to have been of service. Children have the strangest fancies sometimes, don't they?
Oh, as you say, but my little angel's adorable. A window covered in apples, indeed.
Children have the weirdest fantasies. Dude, have you seen the adults who love MLP? Even already, Professor?
Yes, Rosa. I'm afraid I can't stay longer. Not when there are unsolved mysteries to tackle.
Oh, really? Well, you can't leave yet. I've got a mystery, you see. I found this tucked behind the desk while I was dusting. It looks like another one of your students' problems or something of that sort. Oh my god, Professor, you've been helping your students on puzzles.
Wow, they must be the worst students in any university ever. Can you fit the pieces of Professor Layton's hat together?
So they're like me?
Yes, without any of the pieces overlapping or leaving any empty spaces. The pieces can be moved, flipped, and rotated in any direction.
So once again, we have to turn the professor's hat into another object. Jesus, Professor, your hat is amazing.
Maid, put my box of condoms down!
I can't believe you have this many puzzles stocked up in your office. I mean, Jesus Christ. Is there a Puzzles Anonymous?
No, but there is a puzzles, there's a puzzles, there's a puzzle club I go to every Sunday night.
You must be the leader then, or you must be like the VIP of that.
Actually, no, I've only joined that place last year.
And you're not the MVP?
No, I'm not.
That's amazing!
No, remember, I've only been there for like a few months.
Even still, though, with the amount of puzzles you solve.
Puzzles be met directly.
Correct.
Gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Oh dear.
Fantastic! You really took control of this puzzle, but it's quite a scary puppet.
It is a bit.
Yes.
We can't have you losing precious puzzles like this again. I'll put it somewhere for safekeeping.
Much appreciated, Rosa.
Wow, the professor is kind
Now
of...
play for another puzzle. Oh, Professor, what are your students dropped by to give you this puzzle?
Yeah, the professor. Yeah, since the students apparently like Professor Layton so much that they actually offer him puzzles instead of apples. But basically, other teacher when you're in school, you give an apple to your teacher. When your teacher happens to be Herschel Layton, you give him a puzzle.
Exactly.
Can you rearrange the pieces that make up Layton's hat into the shape of a juice bottle?
Story before the summer of last year where parents were giving their children's teachers things like expensive champagne and handbags and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So once again, we're turning the professor's hat into, this time, a juice bottle.
Wow, Professor, your hat can suddenly turn into many
He really
things.
does have a special hat.
I know.
Never underestimate the power of Herschel Layton.
Yeah.
And his hat.
Time to apply
Yes.
some creative thinking.
Ta-da!
I am the winner.
Dream of a good solution.
Maybe what's under his hat are
Yeah.
cheat sheets for
Correct.
puzzles.
What a fine, outstanding bottle you've made. It's a shame there's no juice to go in it.
Aw, silly. You can't put juice in a bottle now, juice in a hat now, can ya?
Are you sure about that?
Cheat to be the thing for students in these days. It's a funny old world, isn't it?
Maybe his hat is made of metal.
Why, but that's wonderful news, Rosa. It means they've really taken my lectures to heart. Oh, and also...
Oh, God. So let me get this straight. The reason that puzzles rule the world in Britain is because of Layton's lectures?
Oh, Jovah, you'll be interested to hear that, some posh people actually do have some fancy soup in bowler hats.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes, okay. Luke, get ready to put your train making skills to good use. Or train track
right.
making skills to good use.
You know, it's funny. Do you think when Layton is teaching, he presents a fact and such, and then he's like, "Oh, this reminds me of a puzzle," and then he interrupts the lecture to solve the puzzle and gets
Oh, God.
The lectures will never go anywhere.
Well, I guess he needs to teach students the joy of puzzles. So the twist of this one is that you have to make the tracks of two different trains.
All right.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
without them colliding.
Exactly.
Okay, we're safe so far. Can we make it?
Whoever decided it was a good idea to build the train tracks on top of roads for cars, like...
Luke,
Yes, Professor?
you're the one building train tracks on top of roads.
Oh, that's part of the puzzle, you see?
Pretty sure they exist before he was born.
Yeah! Don't you worry one bit. I'll keep your study in order until you get back. Then you can mess it up as much as you like.
I need to get paid somehow.
Yep.
Well, if you keep badmouthing me like that, you can go and get paid in the
works for the
nearby school's canteen.
Professor, she works for the university, though, so she has to clean your office still.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. I can fire. I can transfer her to where you
All right,
school.
Jovah. How many puzzles are there? Because I'm pretty sure you solved almost all of them.
Don't worry, guys. In this part, we will in fact be getting back to the lake.
Now, what I mean is that could you remind me again how many? Did you record the entire game by this point?
Oh, I think I may have I haven't quite uploaded the final raw.
The detectives are all out of their cases, and I'm left in a lot of all this paperwork. That doesn't sound very fair. Is there any way we can help? That'd be super, actually. I was stuck on this puzzle here. Think you can solve it for me?
Of course.
I'm German now all of a sudden.
Three veteran detectives, A, B, and C, are standing by a first floor window, looking out at the garden below. They say,
That's my
"Hey,
daughter
that's
and
my
child.
daughter and my grandchild."
That's
B,
my daughter and grandchild. That's my
C.
daughter and grandchild.
being hardball detectives, they're very serious about this. None of them are lying. What is the minimum number of people who need to be in the garden?
3.
There's a family relationship between the detectives.
Actually, it's a little. It's quite more simple than that, but okay.
Yes, indeed it is.
How might the ends up meaning change? Yeah, the puzzle didn't specify the genders of the detectives. So think about that.
Exactly. I'm sure I got hints for any audience who might have trouble with this puzzle. Since this is one of those more deductive ones, might as well give the audience a chance to solve them. So the reason I don't show off all the hints with all of these is because I knew from the get-go I was going to end up having to look at all the puzzles.
All right.
So I think... Don't worry,
Yeah,
Pedro.
you're right.
A
Woo!
challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Oh, so you knew I was going to get it right.
A gentleman
I got it
has no
right.
puzzle
Woo!
undone.
You cracked the case.
There you go.
The
The
answer
answer is 3 people. One way to get this answer is
What?
2 of 3 people. The few detectives are a couple, and the last detective is their son-in-law. The detective couple they wanted to mention that they also have a great-grandchild in the garden. Can you see any other way to satisfy the conditions with only 3 people in the garden?
See, it's brilliant.
Indeed. Flatfoot families.
Munchon.
And Munchon. It should work out nicely now.
Brilliant. Good.
It does. How do you manage to do that so fast? I should call you Speedy Petey. Anyway,
Okay.
I'll let you get on, Prof. Thanks for your help. You're a true gent. Emmy, take leave out of Professor's notebook and show some humility for a change, won't you?
Excuse me? I may not be humble, but I still like to think I have something called manners.
Sure you do, you English prick. Suit yourself. As long as you're not rude to the professor, that's what matters, I suppose. You are English, aren't you? You are English, aren't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, a cameo from Dwinter's
sure.
Francisca voice.
Yeah, the voice I rarely get to show off, so I thought why
The
not do
German
it here.
voice.
Yeah. Totally. I agree.
Yeah. Flowers each have their own
Actually,
unique
I'm doing
charm.
this guy.
Oh.
They're a charm, but they're values in the books. Take these flowers here. Not only do they look nice, they can also be used to stew.
What is up with that guy's face?
Wow, how?
You mean those
These
flowers are
fl-
edible? You'd be surprised at how many flowers are edible. People just don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes the flower itself isn't edible, but the fruit is.
I'm
that-
pretty sure every flower is edible,
The more-
technically.
the more
if
you
you're
know.
really, really hungry.
And there he gets half the battle.
Look, this strawberry plant. Did you know this was a strawberry plant? Full of vitamins? Yeah, but lemons are absolutely packed with vitamins. That's what they say, isn't it?
But they taste like shit if you have them raw.
You know, aloe vera is very nice.
Balance the fruits.
Apples,
Apples,
oranges,
lemons,
lemons,
and
the strawberries can be balanced as
balanced
shown on the scales. Given that all the examples are shown perfectly balanced, can you work out how many lemons are equal to the weight of one orange? Professor, I was reading this one.
Well, I'm reading it now, so... Ha.
You're reading behind me.
You need to find one fruit that can be used as reference for determining how much other fruits weigh. For starters, try working out how many strawberries equal the... Damn it.
That was your
On the
punishment.
first set of scales, we can see that one orange equals 1 lemon and 2 strawberries. What happens if you place the orange in the first set of scales with 2 strawberries and 1 lemon?
Too slow.
No, I completed it, so haha.
But you couldn't complete it before it went out.
What were you saying, Pedro?
I was about to say that first hint was your punishment for,
Could you work out from hint 2 that 1 apple is equal to 5 strawberries? Bearing this in mind, look at the second set of scales. Replace the 2 oranges for lemons and strawberries. Replace the apples for strawberries. Can you work out how many strawberries 1 lemon weighs?
And even still, he couldn't keep up with
No, I
it.
managed to do it just in time.
Sure you did, Professor.
I did.
I did it.
And it was Emmy who solved it. Glorious. Wait to go.
I'm quicker than you, Professor.
Go to bad
Yeah.
joke jail, narrator. You'll top it up nicely with Roberta Williams.
Haha, it's nice to meet someone who understands the value of strawberries and lemons. First they had beautiful flowers to enchant your eyes, then they bore delicious, juicy fruit.
Delicious, I guess.
Juicy, yes.
It's weird. Some of this music sounds like it could be.
Shira, you've been to London, right? Would you say that accordion theme we were just listening to fits the town?
No.
That's weird.
Biggest museum in London.
That's weird because, like, well, I always thought that, like, well, you know, that accordion would go great for a French theme.
I know
When you
that's
think about it, with the
It might have been more suited to Dr. Lautrec.
London isn't.
I was about to actually bring that up.
Yeah.
Ah, good old Dr.
London
Lich.
isn't, London isn't relaxed enough to
Yeah,
warrant
the
a
main
theme
re-
like that.
Yeah, the main
Oh,
reason.
Professor, you remember your good old colleague, Dr. Lautrec?
The main reason is
It's
that
a hack.
Ever since the first level 5 game in 2001, Nishihura has always been in love with the accordion. It's just that it's so rare for a Japanese composer to have this particular instrument be his preferred of all the instruments. It's kind of
Unless
interesting.
you're playing Sonic 6 and Sonic Lost World.
Well, no, not really. That was more like variable. Like whereas with Nishihura, the accordion is always the force that drives the entire soundtrack.
Good point. Unless you're playing Rogue Galaxy, I'm pretty sure the accordion.
The same composer.
But this is the Layton game.
Same composer. Jovah.
I know. What I'm saying is, like, I'm pretty sure an accordion wasn't the driving force in that one.
That one wasn't, but in Dark Chronicle and Dark Clouds 1 and 2, definitely.
I knew
Anyway.
Yeah.
Good job,
If
Luke.
that's a rap,
The answer is
that's
D.
a rap.
Fuck you.
I saw it.
Good for you.
Hey, the mask of that ancient king is decorated with snakes. Is there some meaning to that?
Oh god, you're not doing that thing that
Yes.
in ancient times, people saw snakes shedding their skin as a sign of eternal life.
That's a pretty grand idea for a bit of skin.
It's like that, it's like,
Hey, look, a fish.
were you, your child, were you
Basically,
acting like the guy who
basically,
directed
our
the cell?
Basically, our good friend Teo the fish will tell us where hidden coins are hidden.
Ancient
Thank
times
you,
are so
Tio.
strange.
Thanks, Tio. I needed that. See, there he is again. I love how the fish can materialize in midair. It's like, hey, the hit coin's here.
Variation, but it just looked like a rock.
I wonder where spaces came from.
The origin of the universe is a puzzle even I can't solve.
Gosh, it's really well preserved.
I remember when they brought it in. It took a while to assemble.
One snap from these teeth and you'd be history too.
Wow, he could eat me in a single mouthful.
This complete skeleton is one of merely a handful in the world.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm actually looking forward to the rest of
I don't know what I'm still doing here. I haven't seen a single bus in ages. Hey,
Wow.
that's a good idea. You can keep me company while I wait for the next one.
Is the bus system really that bad over there in the
Yes.
The
Yes.
traffic is so, Joe. The traffic is so terrible in London. It's to be expected. It's a very busy city.
We've got
Yeah,
four
maybe
chains,
it
four
sounds
chains.
almost even worse than the bus system over here.
They should just do what Mr. Bean does. Park everywhere, including where already there are cars, and just boom, get out of the way.
Yeah,
remember
pretty much.
in the first episode of Mr. Bean.
I had all of those on VHS.
I have the entire DVD collection.
Oh,
Is this like a live action series?
Yeah, but basically, oh, you
There's
never,
all
you
sorts of
never heard of
live-action
you
series,
never heard of
there's-
Mr. Bean, Jovah?
Oh, I know. Oh, I've heard about that. I've heard about that. I was just wondering if you were talking about the live action series or the animated series.
the animated series came later.
Yeah. The
It
it
was
was
initially
originally a
a
live action series.
action.
Then there was two movies actually, and then the animated
This
series.
is what I've come up with.
Yeah, I know. I was just
all,
wondering
of,
if
all
you were
of them
talking
by
about.
all of them by the one and only Rowan Atkinson, a brilliant comedy
Did
legend.
you like? Do you like all of them?
I like. Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're all pretty much the same style. But there's not really any
Really?
major difference.
Have you
Oh,
seen the live action
okay.
series,
At least
Joseph?
pretended it was hard. Don't know what I'm going to do now. Just stare at the clouds or something, I guess.
You were
Poor
saying-
kid.
you were
Another
saying-
life ruined by the bus.
You were saying something, Shiori?
Is that
I just asked Joe
no,
if
just
he's seen
another
the live
lorry.
action series.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what I can get from that is that the quality is consistent. Okay, that's good.
That reminds me. The Bean movie is definitely going to be one of my picks for movie commentaries because I really love that movie.
I definitely went in on the Bean stuff.
Me too.
Me
One
too.
of the films was on today, actually.
You were right, and now we're back. So I think
Is it-
I'm actually going to go to the lake now.
He's a genius. He's a genius, right? Yeah, he's a little eccentric, but yeah, right.
Hey,
I love
guys
part
wanna
of
ride? Bucky's got some boats. Yes, that's right. Bucky has a boat that is once again can go on dry land.
He's a genius, huh? That's what they told me. Well, he looks like a fruitcake to me.
Maybe there's a ramp in
Yeah.
the lake that makes him fly over the dry land or something.
I guess.
How
Anything
rare
can
to see
happen
such
in
a
this
fine
universe.
dam close to such a rural area.
It's almost like a fortress. Quick.
Supposed to be a huge sort of wall.
God damn it, you're getting your lines horribly wrong.
Oh, sure, you're up.
Meow. Meow.
There are currently no puzzles for you to solve
What did you say about my mum?
Quick, Shiroi, sing the Miyake 48 song.
I can't. I haven't learned it.
Yes, whatever.
The Yao KB 40 song? Which one?
48, you know, you know how level 5 made Jibanyan's dream a reality?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
basically the song is out now. You can, hold on.
Oh, dialogue.
I have it worked out. I know what the Spectre is, and who is controlling it.
Yes, that's right.
It was Luke.
No!
Was it Ariana?
Come on, Professor, you should know. Oh, you're actually onto something.
It's Ariana, isn't it?
Hold on.
Sit down.
Are you sure about this? What's that? Some kind
It's an ocarina.
No.
What's wrong? You don't like ocarinas?
It's Zelda she's referring to.
Oh, come on. Seriously? Now you're gonna hate ocarinas just because Zelda has ocarinas?
No, I'm not. I'm just bringing it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our
I know Ocarina's good.
welcome to our Ocarina of Time commentary.
Dun, 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 dun,
Starring
dun, dun,
Layton.
dun, 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 dun.
Wait, what?
There we are.
I don't believe it. It's
Behold the Spectre!
What?
Aww.
What?
Yep.
Hold on.
When did this turn into Tentacalino?
We'll actually explain what this creature is. Hold on.
Oh, no, trust me, dude. We're not going down the Tentacalino way.
Professor, is this the Spectre? This is our good friend Lucia. She comes from an ancient race. Isn't she
She's from the
beautiful?
ancients.
She's one of the last of her kind.
They're actually
Let me
gonna
guess.
explain. They're also gonna explain basically. We'll see. You'll see.
Let me guess, it's gonna get stabbed by Sephiroth.
Don't worry, don't worry.
No.
Lucia attacked the town.
Oh, snap.
That would be interesting. Sephiroth suddenly appears right here in Professor Layton.
So let's see, Zelda and then Sephiroth.
Something far worse.
Oh, let's actually pay attention.
What?
Lucia's not the Spectre.
Faked us out.
What do you mean, Professor?
You'll see.
Actually, Dwebs, not entirely. You'll see.
Actually protecting this Tallery from the Spectre.
See?
Hold on. You'll see.
Could Lucia destroy buildings with her flippers?
Yes.
Scratches on her body. These injuries were sustained while fighting with the real Spectre.
Yep.
So, what is the Spectre?
It was
Why
bullshit.
does Ariana have that flute?
Huh.
Now, just slow down, both of you. Allow me to explain.
You're too slow.
You're too slow.
I want
You're-
to stop
you're-
the fighting.
Okay.
Oh, well, go ahead, Arya.
Okay.
The only thing that calms me down.
It's like, okay, I was about to explain it, but sure, you go ahead, do it.
Hand being destroyed from the tower here. He told me everything. And so I played the flute because I didn't want her to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And that sound carried through the pipes to every part of
Brilliant.
That's right.
Ariana, it's time you told us the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
I don't lie to me, girl.
I will tell you everything. I will
But
tell
you
you
better
what
not
we did,
bullshit me.
what happened in town.
Yay, she's gonna tell us the truth now.
Alright, so mystery.
Mystery song.
Mr. Number 5
Let's check
solved.
it out. Ariana used the Spectre suit to command a giant aquatic
Lucia's
beast.
soft rubbery
Lucia is
skin
not
does
the
not damage
Spectre
the
that has
stone
been laid waste to the
buildings.
town, so what is
The
it?
real Spectre, however.
You
So the sound of the flute echoed through the pipe at the lake and was heard all over the town.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There are many unresolved questions surrounding the death of even Barde. What really happened on that day?
I'm positive that the key to unraveling the mystery of the Spectre lies... Oh, Clark isn't a relative of Evan Bard, so why was he mentioned in Bard's will? It looks as if Clark went to Evan Bard's death. I hope he will be willing to discuss it with me. Barbe was not held in very high esteem by the townspeople. Could it really have been suicide? Clark isn't entirely off the hook. There may be some who still suspect him of murdering Evan Barde. What?
Oh crap.
Oh, what the shit?
Whoa! Dag!
Jakes, what is this? I caught a Spectre. Turns out he was just a big old ugly dinosaur.
Yeah.
I gotta love how delicious how he revels in being
He
evil.
loves it so much.
Yeah. Oh my god, and now he's accusing Ariana of being a witch.
With one stone, peace is restored, and everyone lived happily ever after.
This is not a storybook.
This is totally a character created by Dwibs. Totally.
This creature. You shut your trap, Layton. You're just lucky I don't throw you back behind bars. You.
Ugh. Professor, what was it like being in jail?
Shitty.
Stop! You can't do this!
Dag.
Ariana, no!
Well.
No.
Well, crud.
Well, should first ask questions later.
Mr. Layton! We have to help Ariana!
Luke,
We can't just let this happen!
Luke?
Come on, what are you waiting for? We have to catch
Luke,
up
calm
with
down
them!
for a moment.
What do you mean, calm down?
She'll be fine. I give you my word.
Yeah.
Yes, she's only being dragged away by bent policemen.
If you keep a clear mind.
Yes, she's only being dragged away by bent policemen.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
not.
boy.
But it's not like fighting the policeman is gonna do us any favors either. We have to think about this.
Of course, Luke. Remember what GTA said? Fuck the police.
But that's the But hold on. Allow me, Jovah. But Professor, we don't have guns.
Yeah, we don't have guns.
Are you sure about that, Luke? Look on.
Yeah, I'm positive. We don't have any. If we did, you would have brought it out.
It's okay, Luke. He'll just borrow one from his French cousin.
What's this here then?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, Professor. Maybe you could call up Dr. Lautrec and maybe he can lend you a gun.
No need. I've already got a gun.
Oh goody, so Dr. Lautrec lent you his.
So that's
Yes.
what's under the hat.
Yes. Now, Luke. I'm
Actually,
going to.
actually, believe it or not, in Lost Future, the professor actually builds a gun MacGyver style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's right, he does.
Luke, I'm going to test out the gun. Are you ready? I'm going to shoot it into the air.
Okay. Oh, it didn't work.
Fucking the trick! he gave me a gun with no bullets. Useless.
Well, in that case, Professor, you know what you have to do? You have to build a gun. Oh, wait, that's right. Sorry, we had to wait till Lost Future for that.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll have to do
I'll
something
do it.
else.
But how is this going to help?
I always keep my promises, Tony. A gentleman would never go back on his word.
You remember that, Layton.
Fine.
Hold on a minute. If Lucia isn't the Spectre, then what is?
You are.
Oh,
The real Spectre is something that
Um,
resembles Lucia in size, but
okay.
is quite different in nature.
Indeed.
Emmy?
And Lucia is trying to keep the Spectre from what it
Yes.
desires.
Huh.
Giving me a cure for my cough. Their ongoing battle is what destroyed those buildings in town.
So yeah, the Spectre was just basically the two Lucia fighting the real Spectre, and they couldn't see anything because of the fog.
Ariana was afraid Lucia would be
Which is
hurt in those fights, so she played the flute from here.
Exactly.
Layton was able to see this because he got to see the Spectre literally just like 2 feet in front of him, so that was the only way they could possibly figure this out.
Exactly. Basically, guys, you know that giant Spectre we always saw in the cutscenes? Basically, that was Lucia while fighting the real Spectre.
Indeed, and those red eyes come from the real Spectre, not Lucia.
That's right.
Also, guys, you remember how Luke made the predictions, yet remember when Jakes apprehended us? The police should not have known that the Spectre would strike
I
there.
could tell you, but I'd rather show you. let's see what our little trap yields us.
Yeah, that's another. Joe brings up a good point though. Like if you think about it, how did the police know where the Spectre was every single time? That's also kind of suspicious.
Yeah, even when
Because
Luke
our
did
big
tell them-
bad has something to do with this, clearly.
Of course.
The very same. Now let's go. I know the people called Ariana a bitch, a witch, but they have no reason to harbour ill feelings for her. We need to prove to the town that Jakes is wrong about this.
Yes, we ought to do
Oh
it
my
with
god, the
evidence.
professor's narcolepsy is acting up again.
Ugh.
We have to let the Spectre attack some more buildings.
Professor!
Shit. Correct. This trap will help us do that and save Ariana as well.
We have no time to be laying down on the job.
Sure.
Let's head to the site of the last attack.
Indeed.
But
We
first-
have work to do.
But first, a new episode for the sake of character development. Oh, in the next part.
It's in the
And the next part.
Okay, see you in the next part.
See you, everybody.
See you then.